Hello and welcome to another update video about XRP. Only quick update in addition to what we already talked about yesterday. We still have two possibilities on the chart, and it will be very interesting now which of these is going to play out. We have the situation that I am still expecting one more low for XRP, just purely because the whole structure here doesn't really look too healthy. We have avoided to make a new low below the June low. Is it possible that the low, the bear market low here, was already in and that we're actually breaking out from here? Technically, that's possible. You know, there is always a possible bullish count hidden somewhere. The question is only how likely is it? And from whatever I can see at the moment, it is basically screaming for another low. At the moment, yeah. Of course, there is an option that it has bottomed. It would then have created a so-called truncation where the bear market low ended here and that we had here a wave 3, this was a wave 4, and it bottomed here in a wave 5. And with that, it ended the bear market. But it would really need to run then. It would need to rally, and I just don't see the signals at the moment, yeah. Even if we break out of this triangle shape to the upside, it would, in my opinion, only be likely that we do this ABC pattern in green and will then come down once more in 5 waves. This could be an ABC, so-called, it's a flat pattern, most likely. And because this move down looks very corrective, this move up looks very corrective, so we have a 3-3, and then 3-3. So if it starts with 3 waves up, goes down with 3 waves, there are basically 2 possibilities, or 3. Okay, 3 possibilities. The first possibility is that we are in this flat pattern where we create an impulse to the upside but would still come down. The other possibility is that this will extend out further in a so-called triangle pattern which has 5 waves, but all of them are corrective. So an A wave, a B wave, a C wave, a D wave, and an E wave, and it would break down. Don't really like that from proportions that I see, because the A wave is very long, the B wave is long, but the C wave would be very short if we are constrained by the physical trend line, or by these trend lines here, which we don't need to. I mean, the C wave could still push higher, right? But yeah, but that's another option. But also here we would expect another low. The last possibility I sort of have on the radar is that this move down that is creating some kind of a diagonal pattern. Also, that would lead to another low, so that we can keep that trend line alive. And then here we have another trend line, and we're just going to continue to move in something that you could call a descending wedge. So we've got a descending wedge, but however, it's probably not finished yet, as I see, or as I think. We've got this triangle pattern and the head and shoulders. They all point towards further downside for me. I mean, at least until I see structure that would suggest something different. We talked about more short-term upside when we were here, and I mentioned to you that, however, most of the time, probably after this short-term upside, these wicks will get filled, typically. Nothing is 100% certain. But okay, so, you know, my best short-term view here is that we moved up in a wave 1, we came down in 2, and now is the question, you know, is it going to become a larger impulse moving up in a wave 3? We can follow that view if we break out of this descending trend line to the upside. Then I think we can look at this third wave to the upside in blue. Until then, this could also easily just be an A, B, C pattern, which moved up, basically the C wave of the triangle. And we're now coming down here in A, B, C in the D wave of the triangle, would move up in an ABC in the E wave and would then break down. Certainly high probability, but if we come down here, so I would expect a reverse in this area at the moment, but if we break through 34.5 cents, it's probably going to break down straight away. But this is an area where a long entry could be taken to speculate for a wave E or for a wave 3. If we break above, in the move up, if we break above this previous high at basically 41 cents, then it's most likely a wave 3, because the wave E must not go above the C wave. So that's where we are currently. So primarily at the moment, because it's also looking like we might be breaking out of this sort of wedge pattern which we talked about yesterday, if we get into this region between 34.5 and 36.9 cents. I would expect a turnaround from what I can see now, and then we could move higher, and then we either stop before we break above this high, and if we break it, it could also be this wave 3, which would then eventually take us into the region around, let's say, around 47.2 cents. So there's some decent reward to risk here, but overall it's not looking very healthy, the bigger picture, and this could very well still break down. The probabilities for me are here still on the downside. Okay, and that's my update about XRP. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.